Bonjour. So big news today. Not today. Big news lately. We have, look, the Leica M10-D. Oh, where is it? Go back. Yes. Oh, digital body with an analog cell. You know what I mean? You know that they have the winder. It's like a film camera. You know, whoa, no screen, and it's so Leica, right? It's their newest, the best product. Silent shutter and stuff. But some of you guys say, I'm not a Leica fanboy. I am a fucking Leica fanboy. Look at this. I've got a Leica fucking logo on my fucking iPad. And then I've basically most of the Leica bodies. You know, the CL, the freaking M240, the MP, the Soulfort, the SL, we got the M9, we got everything here. Who said I'm not a Leica fanboy? Every fucking photographer, they're fucking Leica fanboys, man. Deep in their fucking heart. Cause why? It's expensive. But let's get real right here. That's enough of this. So what we have here, I think in many ways and many points and many, I don't know what, it's just better than the Leica M10-D. This is the Leica M10-D. PS, it's the Epson RD1, which is the earliest before Leica digital rangefinder camera. Rangefinder camera. You know, it's made by a company that makes scanners and printers right now. You know, and they have, in my opinion, they have the best design in the world. Talking about crossing over film and digital. Okay, let's go over the body. You can get this on eBay right now. There's like few kind of versions. The X1D, the X1DS, the X1DX, which there's not much difference. I will talk about it later, but you will get this well under $1,000 or below 1,500 max. You know, for a fraction of Leica's price, you can get a perfect embodiment of, what is it called, the Leica catchphrase? An analog soul? No, a digital body and analog soul? Yeah, this is the living embodiment of that, the Epson RD1. Okay, so let's talk about it. I have here the cheapest Leica branded lens. I'm not sure if the cheapest, but one of the most cheap and one of the most compact, the 40mm Summicron. 40mm Summicron. For those of you who don't know what Summicron means, it just means it's f2. You know, f2 and above. Like f2, that's Summicron. Summilux is like lower than f2, so it's like Summicron is like no Summilux is 1.4 or something, 1 point something. You know, I don't even care.
How come Huawei P20 is a Summilux?
So okay, so this is a 40mm outstanding image quality. I don't know, like I'm not like a you know, picture quality nerd. It takes good picture and it's a Leica lens. and mount lenses. Okay. So on the body itself, you have your lens release with your lens. Let's talk about the spec. Okay, first. So those of you nerds, you know, so this RD1 uses a proprietary battery on the bottom that looks like a film cartridge. You know what I mean? It's good for like a few hundred shots or something. But you get a handful of these, and then just press it in. It recharged by a external charger. And then the sensor is a little bit larger than 4/3, a little bit smaller than APS-C, so in between. There's a crop factor of, I don't know, but the 40mm, you just add 20mm on it. So it's kind of 40mm is 60mm, and then 50mm is 80mm, something like that. And then it's got a Ccd sensor for all those of you Ccd fanboys that digs the Leica M8 and M9 colors and stuff. This is a Ccd sensor, and it's a 6.1 megapixel. More than enough you need for Instagram and your shitty personal website and stuff. Okay? And it takes a really nice picture. It's got character. Okay? So, your range finding patch kind of window right here, your viewfinder, the frame line illuminator, which is illuminated by ambient light. And that's it in the front. I mean, it's sleek, you know, it looks the same as the M10-D. And then the most, for me, the most satisfying of this body, I think they're using, Epson is using a Voigtlander Bassa body as their shell. For me, the most enjoyable thing is to look through this viewfinder. It's got no magnification. It's 1:1, so you can open both of your eyes and focus using the rangefinder. That's such an enjoyment versus like a .75 or something. You know, they don't even get to the point at. Some people are talking about, oh, you're using wide-angle lenses and something. I don't care about that. I just want to frame my shot, and then if you're using wide-angle, your shots will be in the frame anyway. Why would you need like a magnification for that? Okay, so at the top, there's many things going on. I don't even know how to start. Power button, and then the Leica M10-D rewind. No, winding lever. You know, you can use this, but the point is, it actually wind the fucking shutter like a real film camera.
Well, really? Wow.
And then you can still use this as a fucking hand grip.
Wow.
Know what I mean? Why?
Wow.
Okay. So this is actually functional. Like it just feels like a film camera. You know, you have to wind and take the next picture. Not like the M10-D just for show.
Oh my god.
Okay, you have your analog looking digital meter, no, like a watch type of gauge thing that shows you the when you turn it on, ooh,
wow.
Everything just moves.
Like sports car.
You see? Oh, and it takes SD card. Like, it takes SD card. Where is it? Yeah, it takes one SD card. SD card, so you can use it. Like, you can buy it right now and use it. It tells you, the really outside ring tells you how many shots you have left. You know, empty, 500 to empty. I have a large card here, so it always points at 500. And then at the bottom, it tells you the fuel gauge, empty to full, which is the battery capacity.
Fuel.
And then you have the picture quality gauge. RAW, it shoots RAW, high quality, and then normal quality. And all of these are white balance. Is it white balance? Yeah, I think it's a white balance gauge. I'm not sure, I forgot it. But it tells you the basic stuff you need. And then just like a film camera, you have your manual controls, like, you know, aperture on your lens, shutter speed on this dial, which is locked. Like, you know, like exposure comp with automatic. And then when you go past that, you have your manual control all the way to bulb. The fastest shutter speed, 2000. And it's got the ISO as well. ISO gauge, ISO window. I'm gonna just take off this. And it's got a thread shutter button, so you can put your, for you guys who like to do long exposures and soft release buttons, you have the options to do that. It's got an ISO like the Fuji. You can just lift and twist all the way from 200 ISO to 1600. Yeah. Of course, I'll show you guys some sample images as well. And this one, you have your frame line selector, 50, 28, 35, which is, I think, which is calculated already. That shows you the correct frame line when you're using a 50 or 28 or 35 millimeter lens. So, and at the side of the machine, you see you have your PC sync port, as well as a hot shoe. PC sync. Does Leica M10-D have this? Nope. And then your film rewind knob, which, like the M10-D, doesn't change ISO, but it does have functions. I will talk about that later. At the back, it's a quick control. So in conjunction with this selector, you just push this lever down and then twist that. You can see that the gauge changes, the quality changes. No, I haven't calibrate the needles, but it's a little bit off. So it shows you you can quickly switch the picture quality from raw, high quality to normal. And then when you hold it up, you can change the white balance. Quick. And then this is a AE lock button as well. So everything you need, everything you need. Let's talk about the ISO reminder thing on the film camera, which I think is really genius for a crossover camera like this. It tells you, it doesn't tell you the ISO because ISO is on here. It tells you the correspondence of the RD1 focal length compared to your 35 millimeter lens. So on a 12 it's 18, on a 12 millimeter at 12 millimeter lens using a 35. So using a 12 millimeter lens, full frame lens, so you will get a 18. What is it? A field of view. You know. So 28 is 42, 35 is 53, 50, 75, 75. Yeah. So you can see that. You can see exactly what he tells you. So what I tell you about it, it's kind of correct. Just add 20 millimeters on it. And the most innovative part of this RD1, which I didn't choose, the RD1X, the difference is the megapixels and the screen right here. What the fuck? You can see it's Epson. And you have the buttons. And you can, just like a film camera, you can hide it away, like when you don't want to use it. Not like the Leica M10-D that doesn't have a fucking screen. It's it's a fucking flippy floppy screen that it's good for the vloggers, but it doesn't take video. Okay, so let's go over this screen then. Turn it on, and you can see your settings, like date and stuff. Okay, just pass this, and it doesn't show anything. It doesn't waste your battery when you just wind and take a picture. Oh, that sounds like a film camera. You wind, you take a picture, and then you just click this button. And it shows you the picture. You see? It shows you the picture. And for me, it's a really nice screen. It's actually really nice screen. And the color on this, no, the color on the real photo is really good. It just not like any other cameras. It's Epson color. Epson color science, which is the most accurate, most comfortable looking. Okay, well, let's go over the menus. You see, quick delete, and you just twist this when you want to. So option and stuff, you know, left, right, and then you enter. You would delete this, and then you have your personal menu, which is a round thing. Then you can click into magnify, and then you would just magnify for you to check focus. You see, that's probably not a good example picture. Okay, I'll use this. Quick menu, magnify, processing. You can zoom in. Oh, one interesting feature. You say it doesn't have a left-right button, right? It doesn't have a left-right button. It doesn't have a joystick or D-pad. How do you check other thing? How do you check the focus on not just only the middle? The thing is, it's like the M10-D, the M10 ISO dial. Fucking lift this shit. Left and right. What the fuck? How genius is this shit?
What about up and down?
There's no up and down. I mean, why do you need up and down? You just check the focus. You just check focus, okay? I mean, the only, you don't have a D-pad, you don't have a joystick, and they have to give you an option of left and right, and zoom in and out. That's more than good enough.
Maybe I need it up and down.
Yeah, fuck you. Okay, and you can see many options. There's settings, there's so many stuff. Look, color settings, basic setup. Oh, there's so many options. Oh my god. You can just play this around for
Action.
Okay, so our SD card is full, so we changed one. We're recording this in 4K. Okay. Film settings. It tells you film settings. Look at that. Film settings. What? Film 1, film 2, film 3. You have your options like sharpness, contrast, saturation and stuff. RAW setting. RAW. JPEG plus RAW. Both at the same time. Color setting.
Color setting.
RGB. Standard. And Adobe. Long exposure noise reduction. Oh my god. Format SD card.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And it tells you there's another option which what? Assisting user button? Quick view? Dead pixel correction? Yeah, this is a CCD sensor. It might have some issues with like long exposures or stuff. It might have a dead pixels. So in body, you can just detect those dead pixels and then wipe them out. Software.
That have a corrosion?
Inside. There's no corrosion like your fucking M9.
No corrosion?
So yeah, it would just do it all by itself. But the thing is, like, if you want really a digital film experience, like, take this screen away and then just shoot away, you know, have your manual controls on this shit. Shoot, wind. Listen to that. Wind. Listen to that. Fucking winding. Let me show you the beautiful sensor. Holy shit! Look at that.
Oh shit.
Motherfuckers. You know, you can take as much as you want. It's a digital camera. You don't waste your fucking film. Why is it not shooting? Okay, it's out of power. So I guess the review is done. Oh, you know, pairing this with we were using a Voigtlander body. Pairing this with a Voigtlander lens. Oh, yeah. Fuck. 1.1 Voigtlander Bokeh-licious. You see? You see? And you switch your frame line to 50 and you're all set. You know, nice balance, nice looking. Come on, if you bring this on the street, people will think, what is M10? What? Like M10-D? What's that? That looks like shit. Come on, just buy one of these shit. Don't go buy one or the fucking like M10-D. I don't even know how to say the name. Like M10-D. Okay. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Oh, example pictures right here.